Hi everybody, this is Ron Chapman Jr. I'm Executive Director of Games for Life Incorporated, a nonprofit based out of Atlanta and Decatur, Georgia that teaches principles through games. We're running a series called Chess 101 where we're going through some chess strategy and chess tactics to help out some of the students we teach and anyone that's interested in learning some things from chess. So today we're looking at what's called Boden's mate, and that is simply a checkmate that has a name to it. It was given that name after a guy named Boden used it a long time ago. That's how a lot of the checkmates were assigned. So probably no one today is going to get a checkmate assigned after them, but you never know. So on the screen right now is the very basics of the checkmate. So the things you want to take note of are the bishop attacking that square, and then the bishop that's actually delivering checkmate. So those are the two bishops that are involved. Take a look at the bare bones of it, because now we're going to take a look at a little bit more complicated example, and this is actually the example or the game that the checkmate was named after. Okay, so Boden is playing black, and take a second at the board and see what black's next move might be. Okay, so what you want to take note of is that bishop is taking over those squares just like we saw in the previous diagram. So now we have to figure out how to get the black squared bishop, or the dark squared bishop, onto the other diagonal to deliver checkmate. So have you seen it yet? Okay, here we go. So what you need to do is you have to sacrifice the queen. The queen sack opens up that diagonal for the bishop. The white king has no options here except for to take with his pawn, and then once he does that, black moves in, and then we notice just like last diagram, the black squared bishop delivers checkmate. Pretty easy, right? It's one of those things where once you see it a couple of times, it really starts to stick in. And so now we're going to look at a last example. Now I'm just going through this pretty quick, because again, once you start to see the patterns, it's kind of easy to figure out. We're going to flip the board on this one, and it's white's turn this time. So take a quick look. You probably won't see the entire combination here, but take a quick look and see if you can see the bare bones of it. Okay, so what we see this time is this bishop again has the diagonal, that one of the diagonals that we're going to need to have, but this time our light squared bishop, which needs to get to this square, can't because the queen's guarding it. So let's see how we can get rid of that queen. And this Boden's mate is actually taken from a game called the Peruvian Immortal game, also played a long time ago. And in that game, white's first move is to take the bishop with the pawn. And what did that do? That threatens black's queen with his rook. It also offers him a chance to take the rook. So the black takes the rook, king moves out of the way, and now the queen doesn't have a lot of good squares to go to. So I assume that the person playing black did not see the checkmate. He just saw that he gets another free rook, and so he grabs it. But it's not actually free, because then by now you've probably already figured it out. Boden's mate is in place. Queen takes just like last time, except reversed with white and black. Again, king has no options, has to take with the pawn, and then the light squared bishop swoops in. And as always, or the last two examples, we see both diagonals cut off, and the king is checkmated. So there are a couple quick examples of Boden's mate. Maybe you'll see it in the game near you soon, and you'll be able to use it now that you have that in your repertoire. Okay, again, this has been Ron Chapman Jr. bringing you some chess knowledge through our series Chess 101. Thanks for watching. Bye.